Cumulative impact of these cuts is that we can't pretend to maintain our mission, and we can't pretend to maintain the current service level with our students. 2,300 students is the best I could make the numbers work. And that's not a game. That's how can I minimize the impact. So there's a huge, huge level. And the trouble with that is you lose the 2,300 students, and guess what else happens? Then you lose another $8.5 million in revenue, and then you have to fill that hole. I don't know how you do it. And every campus is in the same position.
So the projection is if we have an 8% cut, we will lose, because I missed the first part of the meeting, we will lose 2,300 students.
Yes.
And that's, I mean,
if we have to bear it ourselves, we will lose 2,300 students, and we will certainly lose a number of departments and possibly even a couple colleges.
Where does that leave UNLV?
It doesn't leave us in the same position that we were in before. And there's a lot of technical issues here, but I won't even bother with that right now. What I'll tell you is we will be a smaller university, and we will have to struggle to maintain the core of excellence that we've worked so hard to achieve.
Will we be able to survive?
We'll always survive. One way or another, it's our job to make sure we survive. Will we survive, and will we serve the state the same way? No, we won't be able to. And I want you to put this in context. In the cuts that were made for higher education, we took a 24% reduction compared to a K-12 10% increase. That's a 34% differential. We're already down to the bone and into the bone. The additional cuts push us over the edge. We've done everything we know how to do to maintain service levels. It can't be done any longer. So is that what we want? Do we want a state where kids can't go to college and can't make a better life for themselves?
It seems the cuts are almost inevitable, though. I mean, the governor said it last time, it happened. He's saying it this time. We're all waiting, holding our breath.
We think the numbers are going to be bad, but we also think that it takes courageous leadership to try to preserve critical functions in the future of the state.
You know, just hope at this point. You had a message to state lawmakers as well as the system of higher education. Tell me what that message was and why you're talking directly to them.
Let me put my glasses
You're
up on my
fine,
head.
you're fine.
For state lawmakers, I will tell you that I've never heard any state lawmaker tell me they want less higher education for our state. I believe that our state lawmakers, Republicans and Democrats alike, are very, very supportive of a strong state higher ed. They know it leads to economic development. They know it produces a future workforce. They know it creates citizens who will buy houses, who will enrich our economy. So I can't imagine that there's anybody who's going to favor the kinds of cuts they see on the table today. I will tell you that those legislators need to think out of the box, and they need to leave no stone unturned in their pursuit of revenue streams and opportunities to ameliorate the level of these cuts.
And you were talking about maybe potentially closing one entire community college versus taking a little here, and a little there. That might be a possible solution.
Well, we're being asked right now to consider vertical cuts on our campuses. If I keep making horizontal cuts, then the quality of every single program suffers. We have programs that are nationally ranked. We have programs that are best in the world, like our hotel school. We have programs that are phenomenal. We don't want to see the core of excellence that we've worked so hard to achieve here gone by one set of very, very vicious budget cuts.
What would the difference be, though, between a vertical and a horizontal cut, really?
Horizontal cuts are that you just cut every single program and you lose strength across the board. Vertical cuts mean you try to very selectively go in and take away programs that contribute less to our core mission, and that you take those resources and invest them in the strongest programs in the university.
And that, of course, is the problem. There aren't very many of those programs left. So what happens after January 22nd? I know it's hard to say because we don't know what exactly will be cut or how much. But
there'll be a special Board of Regents meeting February 2nd. I believe that we'll get more clear instruction at that point. I'm sure there'll be a special session to follow. We'll take our instruction from that. But I will tell you, we can't achieve this level of cuts without a planning cycle. To ask us to plan what is the decimation and worse of the university between now and June 30th is very, very challenging, but we'll be ready.
Thank you.